Hello everybody. I'm just emptying out my candlesticks so I can do more spells. How we doing today? Oh good, that was set up correctly. I forgot to check the stream details before I went live. I'm doing tarot readings today. So if anybody would like a tarot reading, just hop in the chat and the queue is open. In the meantime, I'll just be emptying these candlesticks. Okay. It's a lot of work scraping old wax out of things, especially when they have sand in them. Hello. Let me finish getting this crud out of this, and I will go ahead and give you a reading. Almost there. Alright, do you have any particular question for the cards? What does the rest of the year have in store for you? Let's find out. Oops. What am I doing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright. Ooh, we're starting out with the Five of Cups. This is a bit of an emotional turmoil. We have a little bit of conflict within ourselves. Followed by the Four of Cups, which is a decision we're making for the benefit of our emotions. This is an emotional choice. Could be a relationship option. It could also be a like an option having to do with your family. Some choice is gonna present itself to you, and you'll need to follow your heart. And then we have the Queen of Swords in reverse. She is a very good communicator. She's very motherly, but sharp as attack. And in this case, she is maybe not quite so sharp, maybe a little bit more demure in her communication style, a little bit more meek. So the Five of Cups and Four of Cups is modified by the Two of Pentacles. So it looks like we want to be manifesting this new opportunity for ourselves, this new relationship, but something is blocking that. Let's see if we can find out what's blocking that. The King of Swords is going to be modifying the Four of Cups and the Queen of Swords. That's very interesting. So the King of Swords, when he's upright, is all about, he's like a mentor of communication. So this could be a father figure who's communicating, or it could be you stepping into your own ability to communicate very well and clearly and concisely. And it's interesting that these two are next to each other, because we're manifesting this new relationship of whatever kind. And then communication seems to be the thing in the way. Let's see what else happens here. And then we have the Hanged Man modifying them all. It looks like we're stuck in a little bit of limbo. We need to be... Let me check out my notes super quick to make sure I don't lead you astray here. Where's the Hanged Man? Gotta refresh that page. There he is. So it's going to be a journey of loosening your grip on what is working for you, and finding yourself being humbled until you have no choice but to give up and let go of something. It could be, you know that old adage, like, when you stop looking, the opportunity you're looking for will present itself? I hate to give that as advice, because that's just bad advice, because it doesn't necessarily work like that. But what the cards are saying is that it might be the case in this situation. So for whatever relationship or opportunity you have in mind, that it's going to take some letting go. It's going to take some looking into the self. It's interesting, because Harry Houdini is the Hanged Man. He was very skeptical, of this stuff, of this mystical stuff, and was always looking to debunk people like me and people who do magic, because he was himself a magician. So I think it's very interesting that he's the Hanged Man here, because he was always basing his questions off of what his experience was. So be basing your questions off of what your experience is moving forward. And yeah, that's what the year has in store for you. What do you think? Did that resonate at all? Awesome. I'm glad to hear it. Thank you so much for the follow. If anybody else would like a reading, go ahead and hop in the chat. Just do the exclamation point join, and that'll add you to the queue. Let's see. How are you doing today, by the way? I should have asked you that at the beginning of this. They might have moved on to another channel, which is totally fine. That's our community. I'm just gonna be digging away at this stuff. Whoop. There we are. There we go. Ooh, that's beautiful. Look at this piece of wax. Oh, obsessed. There we go. Almost there. Right. All right. Nice and clean. All right. Welp. There we go. It's a little bit easier to get into. We are going to switch over to the Pulp Tarot by Todd Alcott, because I want to use this deck more. It's so cute. This is the box. Because I like doing readings on pop culture. Alright, what is a good question? Will there be a World War III? Are we stepping into World War III? Maybe? We have the Page of Wands in reverse. Oops. I got distracted by the wax. Yeah, that is supposed to sit like that. There we go. The Page of Wands is like childlike spirituality. It's what a child thinks of as a witch. It's this I don't really know how to say it. I'm getting so tired. I just want to hang out. Can we hang out? Yay! Thank you for the follow. You're the best. Hey! How we doing? Alright, yeah. Let's do a reading for you, Lightseeker. I'm doing pretty good. I had a day of watching the British version of Ghosts. It was phenomenal. Absolutely lovely. Do you have a question for the cards today? What's up with M's feelings towards you? 3, 4, 5. Let's see. So last time we did a reading on M, they were feeling kind of romantic towards you, but they were on the fence. Like, they had some decisions they needed to make, right? Alright. Let's see what's going on this time. This is from their perspective. We have the Seven of Swords. Let me pull my notes back up. I can never remember the numerology. So, Seven of Swords, this is logical assessment and reflection over your words and how to use them. This is very much like choosing your words wisely and what is that? Choosing your words wisely and well, let's see. Next we have the Seven of Cups. Still making that decision. She's got a lot of emotions. Like this decision in front of... I'm sorry, I just assumed that they were a she. This person has a lot of decisions in front of... a lot of options in front of them. So they're being very careful with their words, and they're really considering every possible option in front of them, really weighing all the options. And then we have the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Now this is a lack of closure when it comes to They or she? Okay, awesome. Um, this is a lack of closure when it comes to, like, finances and worldly things. Um, let's pull some clarification cards to see what's going on. So the Knight of Cups is going to be modifying the Seven of Swords and the Seven of Cups. Okay, so she's really making a lot of, like, she's letting her gut decide a lot of things and um, just going forward with whatever her decision is. She'll probably come to a decision soon since the Knight of Cups is ruling those two. Then we have Judgment modifying Seven of Cups and the Nine of Pentacles. Ooh, she might be judging someone based on their financial status or um, or just reflecting on her own financial status, and that might be part of the decision that she needs to make. And then we have the Page of Swords modifying the Knight of Cups and Judgment. The Page of Swords is like, yeah. The Page of Swords is like a childlike communicator, but this is either blocked or is opposite in some way. So instead of being like an immature communicator, she might be like really working on it and like finding the words to say what she needs to say. So, still a lot of choices up in the air for her. A lot of options in front of her. She's still weighing a lot of options. And this Judgment card is really singing to me that she's like really digging into, okay, would this work? Would this not work? And what do I need? You know? What do you think? Does this resonate at all? That's awesome, I guess. Yeah. It resonates a bit? Okay, cool. Oh, goodness. That Judgment card's really sticking out to me because it's a major arcana. And it's modifying all four of these cards right here. It's also interesting because this deck has such grim imagery for Judgment. They do dicey and stuff. Or they seem dicey and stuff. Yeah. Hmm. This is interesting. This is an interesting one. Anyways, Thank you for letting me read for you. No problem. And I see a couple more people in the chat right now. Aha. Maya678, it's your turn. How are you today? Fighting for your life? Oh no. What's going on? Just depressed. I feel that. Do you have a question for the cards today? I think so. This card just jumped out of the deck. This is the Ten of Cups. This is all about a happy ending. Hey Kessler, welcome back. Let's see what we can find out about that happy ending. And by ending, I mean like the end of a cycle or season of life. Not like the end. Just want to be clear. Alright, we have the King of Pentacles. Oh, love to see that. Looking like... I mean, I don't want to be like you're coming into money, but you might be very good at how you use your money coming up. Maybe building those skills on how to use your money very wisely. And that'll give you opportunities to make more money. We also have the King of Swords, which is all about being a good communicator and being able to... Both of these are like teacher positions. Being able to share with others how to communicate, how to use your money and use your earthly belongings. So let's see what modifies these guys and clear this up a little bit. So modifying the Ten of Cups and the King of Pentacles, we have the Page of Cups in reverse. The Page of Cups is someone with a very... They're a little bit naive. And in the reverse position, they are bringing that naivete, like that's coming up, and it's kind of blocking their path, sort of. We then have the Three of Swords modifying the King of Pentacles and the King of Swords. The Three of Swords is all about heartbreak between friends. So we've got a little bit of heartbreak that's getting in the way of our happy ending to a cycle and our being good with our worldly belongings. And worldly belongings can be more than just finances. It can also be your body. It can be your health, and things like that. So we seem to be suffering from a little bit of heartbreak on the friendship level. And then modifying the Page of Cups and the Three of Swords, we have the Six of Swords in reverse. The Six of Swords is all about healing communication, like avenues of communication, where communication is broken down with somebody. You go and you heal that up, and you reach out to them and make sure that things are going okay, and try to make things work with them a little bit. But it seems like that's going to be difficult to make things work. Maybe that's blocked, or maybe that is it's not necessarily impossible, because it is it's only in reverse. It's not like a major arcana card. That would be about that. Like if this was the Lovers in reverse, like that might be a little bit more of a, oh, communication is totally broken down. But in this situation, this is very much like we can turn this right side up if we want to. We can fix those avenues of communication and reach out to people and try to make amends where we can, and make things peaceful. Does any of that resonate with you? Like bringing it back to the original question, is anything good coming for you? I would say yes, but there's a little bit of work that you've got to do in order to get to that good, fulfilling 10 of Cups moment. Sorry. Yeah, it got a little wordy there. What do you think? Does that resonate at all? Okay, cool. Awesome. Well, I'm excited for you. I always love seeing the 10 of Cups come up in a reading. That's so real. Life is so full of doing work. It's looking like, from what I was seeing in the cards just then, it was looking like work is gonna happen, like it's gonna fall into your plate. Um, it's not really like you shouldn't go looking for the work because it's just gonna happen, and then you you have to navigate that when it comes up. Well, what's interesting was that we had that Ten of Cups show up, and then, and that happened first, and then there was work that came after that. So, we had the 10. I wish I hadn't put the cards away. Are they still at the bottom of the deck? Yeah. Okay. It was Ten of Cups. There we go. So we have no one's come into your life for 2 years. I think that what we're looking at here is what happens when somebody does come into your life. Because we have this Ten of Cups, this end of a season of loneliness, right out the gate. And then it's modified by the Page of Cups, which is like, she's a little naive, but she's, she's in her relationship era. And then we have some issues with friends that need to be navigated because of the relationship, I think. But I do see a relationship here. I see something coming up for you. I hope so too. I think that would be so fun. That would be so good for you. Alright, do you have any other questions for the deck before I go? Let's see. What's the first initial of the person that's going to come into their life? Undecided. Okay, we're going to find out this way. We're going to figure out what type of person they are. Ouch. Ooh, Five of Wands. Okay. They are very... They have a fiery personality. They have a fiery personality. There's a little bit of luck involved. And they make you genuinely so happy. Oh, hey, welcome, welcome, everybody. Oh my goodness. Welcome, everybody. Hi, hi. I love that. It's always nice to see you guys coming into chat. My stream's been great. I've been just doing some readings and just hanging out. I've just been working on a read for Maya 678, and we just found out that the person who's coming into her life is fiery. They're lucky and they make them very happy, which is so fun. Right? I think it's pretty nice. I wish. Excuse me. I wish I was staying on longer for you guys. But I'm just about to end my stream. But if anybody wants a reading before I go, I will open the... Thank you so much for the follow, Maya. I will open the queue back up. Thank you so much for visiting me, everybody. Excuse me. You are so welcome, Maya. You have a lovely rest of your night, okay? Thank you so much for the follow, okay, Pineapple. Everybody's being so sweet. Thank you. Excuse me. Alright. Well, if nobody has any questions or anything to share in the chat, I think I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream for tonight. Thank you so much for all of the love, everybody, and thank you for visiting me. I love and appreciate you guys, and I will be back tomorrow. Not sure what time just yet, but tomorrow for sure. So, give me a follow if you want notifications on when I go live. And yeah, thank you guys. Love you.